there's a lot to study up on.
Yes.
So before you enter that briefing room, you know you're going to face some hostile media.
Yes.
You know they're coming for you. How do you prepare for a moment like that?
Well, first of all, I look forward to it, and I relish the opportunity to bring the truth and the facts to the podium. And unfortunately, the mainstream media has been blinded by this bias, this anti-Trump bias. And it's actually quite sad, because rather than dealing with people who are truly interested in journalistic integrity and finding out the truths and the facts, they're coming into that room with a preconceived narrative and bias. The president speaks the truth. He speaks his mind directly. It's just my job to prepare and figure out what the truth is versus what the fake news narratives are, and then just bring that to the podium.
And we got to see the room where it all happens.
Okay, here we are.
This is it.
This is where it all goes down.
Yes.
Wow.
This is the briefing room.
It's smaller than it appears on TV, actually.
It definitely is smaller.
Yeah.
And then when you pack a whole bunch of press in here, it gets a lot smaller.
Yeah, well, I can imagine coming up here for the first time.
Yeah.
Having interned, having been through all that's happened in the past year.
Yeah.
The first briefing, that must have been a moment to look out here.
It definitely was a moment, seeing just a sea of people who want to make me look bad. And it's just me, myself, and I up here. But it's an empowering moment. And you are, as you can tell, elevated. You are the leader of the orchestra. And
you're in charge here.
You're in charge, and just calling on, you know, the people you want to go to. And I have my staff who sit here, and I can feel their positive energy when I'm up here, like nodding their heads when I say good things. So that really helps to have them, you know, in here with me. But, you know, it's a lot of fun. This is where the fun happens in here.
And you guys have expanded this for influencers.
Yes.
And where are they sitting? Are they in these chairs as well?
So they're right here in this first seat, which has always been reserved for staff. We're working on a plaque for them to kind of give them some dignity that they deserve. But that's the new media seat. So every briefing we've invited an influencer, a podcaster, an independent journalist who works for a news organization, and a legitimate news organization that is not represented by these seats here, which brings a more positive tone, and I think a more realistic tone with that first question. They ask things that I think people at home actually care about, which kind of sets the scene for the rest of the players in the room. We've had Sage Steele in the seat. We've had the CEO of Breitbart, of Axios News, the Ruthless podcast, which has been extraordinarily successful. So that has been a lot of fun. And we have some other ideas to switch it up.
Well, we'll have to stay tuned to what's going on in here.
Please do.